2, 1, 2. Testing 1, 2. Can you hear me, Red and Green Army? We are live from the Centenary Sports Ground here in beautiful Southwell for this United Counties League Cup tie between Coventry United and Southwell City. Players are just about to make their way on to a pretty respectable surface for this time of the season here at the Division 1 Bramleys. Let's get you into your starting lineups, kicking off with our hosts of Southwell City. In starting out for the Bramleys today, number 1, Richard Walton. 2, Henry Johnson. 3, Isaac Warner. 4, Captain Blair Bryant. 5, Joe Geeky. 6, Ethan Armstrong. 7, Chris O'Kay. Number 8, Josh Steer. 9, Eileen Dill. 10, Will Bennison. Substitutes for the Bramleys, Ethan Widowson, Max Dancy, Ollie Barrow, Rio Crew and Mackenzie Twumasi. And into the Coventry United starting lineup. Dan Moore starting goal for the Red and Greens. A back four expected of Harry Sawyer on the right, Harry Wilson on the left, Dan Cassidy and Adam Miles in the centre. In midfield we have Gift Musa and Sam Ellis, and in attack Cameron Dunn, Benji Adamarco, Leo Wood. On the bench you'll find Charlie Faulkner, Riley Devoyle, Chris Cox, Charlie Shaw and new signing Lewis Wilson. Players lining up in the rain just starting to smatter down in Nottinghamshire. As we are just about under cover here in the main stand at the Centenary Sports Ground, and here they come, the players of Coventry United and Southwell City for this Sport Ground Development United Counties League Cup. And surprising to see Coventry United in their changed attire of white and purple. Doesn't seem to be too much of a kick clash against the white and black of Southwell, but you would have thought the red shirts would be the better option. United with the 5 changes this afternoon. A victory at Hina by 3 goals to 1, sealing United's progression to the first round proper. And the team's now getting into position for this afternoon's game. We'll try and keep up to date what's going on around the grounds if we can in the professional leagues. Coventry City with an impressive victory at Sheffield Wednesday in one of the early kickoffs. Last we saw it was 5-0. Rain is starting to hammer down now, so we've definitely chosen the right place to watch the game. Here we go as the elements are swiftly turning on us. We're going to get this United Counties League Cup tie between Southwell and Coventry underway. Blair Bryant's the captain of Southwell and Dan Cassidy of Coventry United meeting in the middle. It's time for action. Coventry United kicking up from right to left in their away strip of white and purple, and Southwell in their home strip of white shirts with black stripes and the black shorts and socks. Give Musa to kick things off for the red and greens. And here we go. United Counties League Cup. First round proper, Coventry United and Southwell City, live here on Coventry United TV with commentary from Liam Cook. We hope you enjoy the game. Here's Adam Miles at centre-back for the red and greens. His first start is returning on a dual registration from Warwick, looking for Benji Alamarco down the left-hand side, drifts into touch, level with the Southwell penalty area. Throw in for the home side. Backline hoofed upfield. And Dan Moore will watch that one trickle all the way into touch. Moore places the ball on the edge of his 6-yard box. There it goes from the United number 1, all in green this afternoon. As far as Harry Sawyer, who hooks it into the midfield. Benison, crunching challenge in by Give Musa, flies out on this near side. It will be a Southwell throw when we finally get the ball back. And it will be Isaac Warner to take it. And we've got another match ball. Warner. Just for a white shirt, there's plenty of them. Head back where it came from by Adam Miles. Another throw in a couple of yards into away territory this time, which Warner will take again. Musa up for it, nods it up. Adam Marco. Swept aside in mid-air by Steer, but unable to keep within the confines of play there was the number 9, Aiel Deal. Wilson. The throw in. Touchdown by Adam Marco. Ellis, now Harry Wilson. Whips it down the left-hand side. No one home for the red and greens. Another throw into Southwell on this near side. The wind is pretty strong, so the long ball game isn't going to be desirable for either side. Warner, and it's hasn't entered play. It went all the way down the touchline behind the assistant referee, so Warner will get a second chance. Warner. Volleyed on by Wilson. Cameron Dunn. Geeky. And it will bounce harmlessly into touch on this near side, right in the corner. And United have got to get this throw in right. They don't want to be boxed in by the Bramleys. Roll up by Wilson, playing on the left side this afternoon. Adam Marco. Flicks it towards Ryan Harkin. Musa. Theo Wood still sticks with his Coventry United, first Coventry United goal. Flies to the right-hand side, and it's with Cameron Dunn. Taking on Johnson. Dunn can't find a route through in front of the congested Bramley's backline, now racing down the left-hand side. Opportunity for Southwell to cause an upset here, but the chance quickly closed off for Chris Okoye. Daniel Cassidy, his second straight match at centre-back this afternoon. Standing firm against the challenge. Cameron Dunn. Thumps it into enemy territory, and Adam Marco will just be a couple of paces behind it by Isaac Warner. Quick throw taken. The run down the right-hand side for Caden Benison. Miles in from the side, but Miles... Corner to be taken by Caden Benison. Benison places the ball. One man on the line for Southwell. Everyone else fanning out. And Adam Miles with a strong header at the near post. Return to sender, Benison. Covered up by Cameron Dunn. Takes the ball past him and gets past him himself. And again, Adam Miles at the near post ends the danger for the Red and Greens. Here's Adam Marco. Wilson had the chance to overlap, but holds fire for now. Miles over the head of the... Here's Musa for Coventry United. Now Adam Marco slips it into midfield, and Sam Ellis caught from behind. Little drag on the shoulder. Referee says nothing doing against Will Stocks. Now Ryan Harkin. Woods waiting in the middle. Won't get the opportunity. It's a throw-in just stopped from the away dugout. Jamie Bakaski in the United technical area. Now, I've got plenty of Bramley's fans in the house this afternoon. Here's Adam Miles. Adam Marco leaves Warner for dust. Looking to make inroads down the left-hand side. Adam Marco whips it over the crossbar. Now the rain has now dispersed, but will make the playing surface rather greasy for now. And the goal kick to come from Richard Walton, drafted into the Bramley's starting lineup this afternoon. Wilson at the back to mop up. Heads into midfield and Gift Musa takes over. Chipped on towards Cameron Dunn by Dan Cassidy. Dunn playing in a more central location this afternoon and skipping away from Chris O'Kay. Brilliant run down the right hand side by Dunn. Looking to get back among the goals after a couple of barren games. Slide challenge in by Henry Johnson. Dunn not giving up the ghost. Johnson able to hold up and play behind. High one down the left. Cushion header by Dan Cassidy. Musa from Harry Sawyer, who certainly made an impression on his return to the club last week, scored within 20 minutes of his first United start in a number of years. Miles. Adam Marco, straight back to Adam Miles, always a danger from corners. Musa, his first start in a good 5 matches. Cassidy along the deck, Dunn touches on into the path of Josh Steer. Johnson sticks his boots through that one. Cassidy will pick it up at the back for United. Here's Miles. Sending Wilson down the left-hand side. Wilson flicking it away from Isaac Warner. Adam Marco taking on the entire Southwell back line on his own. Avoids the slide of Benison. It's Adam Marco looking for a white shirt in there. It rolls across the face of goal and out for a goal kick on the opposite end. Early warning signs with the Southwell back line. Benji Adam Marco with scintillating pace. Apologies if the stream is stuttering a little. We're one of the best of locations for Wi-Fi this afternoon, although with the setting here at the Centenary Sports Ground it is extremely picturesque. We've got the Southwell racecourse just behind us. Cassidy up for the goal kick, heads it up for Sam Ellis. Wilson. Harkin and Wood both giving chase, but it'll be easy pickings for the man between the sticks, Richard Walton. Rain starting to hammer down again, and the supporters of both teams looking for any bit of cover they can find. Miles backing into Benison, and Harry Wilson will let it trickle out for a throw right in the corner for the Red and Greens to try and get themselves out of danger. Wilson giving his orders from the man in black. It's a short one to Adam Marco. Lost it towards the halfway line. Wood the target, but Leo Wood dragging down Joe Geeky from behind by the shirt. Free kick in the centre circle for the Bramley, so named because Southwell was the Bramley cooking apple, seeded in 1809, if I am correct in that. Walton. left. A towering header again by Miles. Cameron Dunn rolls it across the field to Adamarco, and the drum's been brought out. I'll drum up some atmosphere. Wilson. Adamarco flicks it beyond Isaac Warner, and now racing down the left-hand side. Into the corner he goes, but he's took it over the line according to the official. A throw-in level with their own area for the Bramleys. Warner's throw over the head of Dill. Miles staying up, and Gift Musa punts that one into touch. If in doubt, get it out. A new ball is brought in, this being a Division 1 ground. It's not the size that United usually play, and there are open areas around most of the pitch. Warner flicks to the head of Adamarco. Here's Benison. Steer takes it over. Looking for Benison again. Benison shoulder to shoulder with Harry Wilson, and Wilson shepherded into touch for the goal kick. In fact, the free kick's now been given in favour of Harry Wilson, tangling with Caden Benison, the Bramley's number 11. On the right side of the United penalty area. Field, and a quick handshake between Benison and Wilson. Just towards Adamarco on the left. Adamarco heads it into the centre, flicked on by Josh Steer of Southwell City, and now Dill gives chase. Miles is back, deals with it competently, curls it along the left. High boot claims, I should say, against Sam Ellis, who stuck his boot towards the head of Will Stocks. Referee says nothing doing. It's out of play for a throw-in on the right-hand side, halfway into Coventry United. Southwell City of the United Counties League Division 1, sitting in 17th in the Division 1 table. Dill takes over in the corner. Trying to be a bit too tricky and trying to find the way past Wilson. Let the ball just too close to left back. Wilson plays it out. And United will prepare for another Southwell throw. Here's the captain, Bryant. Warner, I should say, through the legs of Adamarco, but straight to Wilson. Wilson's clearance cannons off Ethan. Down the left-hand side, Okoye wasn't in the same postcode. And it's an easy gather for Dan Moore of Coventry United. Cassidy plays out from the back. Flicked on by Ellis. Cameron Dunn nearly caught Dunn out there. And taking over is Henry Johnson. Armstrong out-muscled in the midfield, allowing Coventry United to recoup with goalkeeper Dan Moore, formerly of Worcester City. Miles plays a 1-2 with Benji Adamarco. Back to Adamarco, playing in a slightly more central location. And Cassidy, with what seemed like a simple ball, made a bit of a hash out of it, curling it around Harry Sawyer for the throw into Southwell on the halfway line on the far side. It's getting down and dirty, but couldn't prize it away from Armstrong, who's hurt himself in the process. Maybe a tread on the toe from Sam Ellis. Adamarco dinks it into Ellis. A love shot from Stocks behind. The through ball for the opposite number 10. Leo Wood giving chase. He's a couple of paces behind it, but he has just got there. Has he? No, he got the touch on the ball before it crossed, but couldn't wrap his leg around it. Throw in level with their own area for Southwell. They've got to get this right. Warner passes over Dill. Passes her only to a white and black shirt, but Harry Wilson back in the game for the red and greens. Harkin shielding from Steer. Looks for options in the centre. Harry Sawyer nods it back to the left-hand side again. Wood only onto the chest of Isaac Warner, but Wood gets it back. And the return ball from Benji Adamarco was a tad too pacey goal kick for the Bramleys. No clear-cut opportunities so far after around 15 minutes. Southwell City 0, Coventry United 0 remains the current score, and Walton's kick bounces waywardly out. Not even the best evidence of Caden Benison could do anything about it. It will be a goal kick at the other end to Coventry United's Dan Moore, wearing number 13 this afternoon. Unlucky for some, hopefully not for him. Cassidy. Cameron Dunn shields well. Give Musa. Miles urged to drive from centre back. Options are limited, so Miles continues. Wilson flicked on for Adamarco, but maybe the moisture of the pitch helped it skim off a little turn, quickly taken by Warner. Cassidy avoids contact with Benison and gets the ball too with the head. Wilson slide by Dill. Coventry United throw in. Dill asking for the opposite outcome, but it quite clearly didn't take a touch off Harry Wilson. Miles. And Cassidy can play as a striker, especially in Sunday League. Chips onto Johnson. And Adamarco with the interception, a dangerous position. Here's Leo Wood. In over the head of United's top scorer, looking for his 10th goal of the season, and a free kick given against Ryan Harkin. Foul on Johnston, little tangle of legs as Johnston tried to shield it into touch. As you can hear, the drum is being fairly utilised in the main stand here at the Centenary Sports Ground. The young members of the Bramley Army showing their support for Southwell City. Usually takes something to crowd the voice. Job here. More towards Harkin. Johnson. And softly. Coventry United, the approach so far. Sawyer's throw. Wood touches it back to Harry Sawyer. Pressure from McCoy. Down line with Cassidy, thinking about the long-range cross. Midfielders fan out and hit the arm of Chris Okoye there, but the ball in a natural position, but Okoye has, well, that is the most flamboyant way I have seen to get on your back. Beautiful strike into the top bins for Cameron Dunn. A return to the score sheet for the United number 7. The first real opportunity of the game, and clinical Coventry take. The instant replays cost a little bit more. It's not quite in our budget at the moment. Although we do have VAR if the referee needs to see it. Coventry United with the perfect start, 20 in. Their first opportunity on target, their first goal of the game. Hopefully won't be the last. Adam Miles tracks back and skies that one out as Harry Wilson nods it towards his own goalkeeper, but he was heading out for a corner kick. From Warner. Dill with the flick on. Musa able to clear. Here's Henry Johnson. Give Musa with the interception. Clears as far as Blair Bryant. Warner looking for the run of Benison down the right hand side, but it is harmlessly out. Harry Wilson in their away strip of white and purple, the company colours of our proud sponsors of Night Transport. Tuning in from overseas, hope you're sunning yourself, Raymond. Save a drink for me. As United concede the free kick, give Musa a little too heavy-handed in that exchange. Stocks, unchallenged header by Harry Wilson, but it will be out on this near side for a corner. Summers tried to get there, but couldn't reach the ball in time. Okoye offering the short option. It's an option that they take. Chris Okoye. And Marco makes the block and up again. Knocks it out for the throw, level with the area to be taken by Will Stocks. Down line with Okoye. Stocks again. Smashed out off Sam Ellis. So the throw in to come. Head onto the crossbar. Southwell City baring their teeth. Josh Steer almost steering it into the back of the net. Long out by Cassidy. Southwell starting to get a little air of momentum here. Coventry have got to snuff that out, and they have it with the throw-in. Wayward header on the far side. Sawyer's throw as the sun starts to beam down on Nottinghamshire. Johnson's header sent high into the sky for Steer to nod on. Dill the target, chested down, and will be played on by Adam Miles. Here's Sawyer at right back. Here's Sawyer. Return to sender, emphatic clearance from Henry Johnson. Dan Moore with a comfortable gather. Finds Miles on the fringes of the penalty area. He's not there for long. Striding towards the halfway line. Wilson. It's with Cameron Dunn. Ryan Harkin free on the right now. Crowded out. Ryan Harkin in. Dunn trying to get a degree of separation. Couldn't get it, but United have got the corner. Plenty of options in for Cameron Dunn. Miles is up there, the usual target. It was over Miles' head. The seconds fall to Alan Marco on the left wing. Back to Harry Wilson on the halfway line. Here's Sawyer. Clipped in towards Cameron Dunn. Chest control over the goalkeeper. Miles couldn't get his head to it. Cleared out as far as Ryan Harkin. Harkin strikes. Blocked by the defender. And Harkin swatted aside by Will Stocks. And on the counter, Chris Okoye lobs it towards Dill. Too many United men back. Intercepted by Harry Wilson. Ellis. Coventry calm things down. Sawyer. Harry Sawyer on a dual registration from Rugby Borough. Finds Dunn. Judging from behind by Ethan Armstrong. United not letting that get to them. And another ferocious effort from Cameron Dunn. This time it rises over the woodwork. The goal kick halfway through this first half at the Centenary Sports Ground on what is now a beautiful day in Southwell. The Coventry United defenders and the Southwell attackers having to shield their eyes from the glaring sun. That may have affected Southwell's journey into the vicinity of Dan Moore. Dill closing it down, but it's a neat boot on to Gif Musa. Benji Adamarco, there's acres of space on the left-hand side for Harry Wilson, but it just bobbles across his path. Frustration for United. They lead by 1-0 through Cameron Dunn, but it hasn't quite slotted into place yet for United. Warner's throw. Headed up by Ellis. Sent skyward by Cassidy. Warner and Johnson have now swapped wings. Warner looks for Okoye. Chris Okoye marshalled into touch. Harry Sawyer standing firm. Okoye wants the throw, and he's got the throw. Come off the prone number 7. As the officials have something else in mind. Warner. Okoye pinballs around the far side of the field. The last touch coming off Chris Okoye, and Coventry have to throw in their own backyard. Adam Miles. Rushing from the back. Still in close proximity, Miles stands his ground and finds his centre-back partner Dan Cassidy. Here's Harry Sawyer, thinking twice about his options. Cassidy as Sawyer drifts into the centre to cover. Ellis. Cassidy to Sawyer. Coventry not looking to leave themselves open to exposure. Wilson, cushion back to Miles. It's been the engine room of the Coventry United attack in this move, looking for Leo Wood, but cut out by Joe Geeky, who got the last touch on that. Adam Miles shoulder to shoulder with Benison. It is Miles who got the last touch, and now Miles and Benison scrambling to get to the throw-in first. It is Miles who wins that race and turns his opponent. Ellis playing a little deeper than he is usually accustomed to. He's primarily a number 10 or a winger. He is playing in anchoring midfield this afternoon alongside Gift Musa. Cassidy. Powerful punt, too powerful for Dunn to handle. And Armstrong will see it back to Walton. Walton's kick. And Okoye at arm's length of Harry Sawyer as it flies over both and into touch for a United throw. More height and distance on that throw, and United concede the free kick actually. Leo Wood with his hands all over Isaac Warner. Half hour gone. Southwell City 0, Coventry United 1. Goal in the 20th minute from Cameron Dunn. Miles heads away. And plenty of power but no accuracy from Will Stocks. Ends up closer to the corner flag. Coventry, for now, looking good, although they have been soaking up some Southwell pressure. Here's Cassidy. And Cassidy looking for a routine ball to Dunn, but didn't find his target. Warner's throw. Cushion headed by Sawyer to Cameron Dunn. Now United to hit the standards we all know they can. Adam Marco, clip down the right for Leo Wood. And Isaac Warner making the block. And United have to throw in a dangerous position. Sawyer, returned by Wood. Gift Musa. Everyone's stacked back except for Dill for Southwell. They can ill afford to concede a second. Cassidy high towards Ryan Harkins. Strong header clear. Musa to Ellis, and Ellis's return caught Gift Musa unawares. Ethan Armstrong able to prevent United from making further inroads. Dill, who's had a very quiet game, he's dispossessed from behind by Adam Miles. Now Benji Adamarco. Taking on Henry Johnson. Just needs that little separation and cleared from the mouth of the goal by Joe Geeky. United coming back for more with Adamarco. Wilson curling in towards Dunn. And the defender getting something on it. Although it looked as if the header was. Will be a throw-in level with the penalty area for the red and greens, which Wilson will take responsibility for. Wilson slightly underhit to Adamarco. Isaac Warner swinging a miss by the right winger. United with the ball at their feet once more, and Daniel Cassidy in possession. Sawyer, back heel by Dunn. Sawyer continues the run. And Blair Bryant, no nonsense stuff. If in doubt, get it out. That's exactly what he does. Throwing level on the far side with the penalty area for the red and greens. Sawyer. Dunn. Leaves a scrambling Okoye behind Cameron Dunn. Bryant makes the block. And well cleared by Isaac Warner. Volleyed out by Cassidy to allow his defensive teammates to track back. Armstrong going to toe poke it to Wilson on the slide. Wilson look for Adamarco, connected with the heels of Caden Benison. And Armstrong looks for a lofted ball to Okoye, cut out by the head of Daniel Cassidy. Now Sawyer. Dunn. Cassidy, short to Dunn. And Dunn taken out on the slide, cleanly taken according to the referee by Steer. Warner, Steer. And Mars with the interception, looking for the Fred to Harkin. Adamarco makes the overlapping run, and the through ball is to Benji Adamarco, left side of the area. Down line with Harkin. Because it's towards Leo Wood at the far post. Would have had a great chance for his first Coventry United goal, but the defender got his bonds to it first. Cameron Dunn sets up! Grazes the fingers of Walton. The goalkeeper didn't get the touch he thought he needed. It will be a goal kick. About 10 minutes to go until half-time here on CUTV. Live coverage of the League Cup fixture between Southwell City and Coventry United. Benson brought the goal kick down but couldn't control. Wilson. Adamarco looking to side foot it to Sam Ellis, but thumped out by Steer. He gets the applause from his teammates. Harry Wilson will take. Wilson looks for Adamarco. Adamarco gets a head on it. And as far as Stocks. And Stocks caught out by the return ball by Benison. Harkin, little love shove from behind. Referee says nothing doing. Leo Wood crowded out. Joe Geeky able to get it away. Miles' header. Benison flicks it to Johnson and sends it straight towards the crowd. I thought I was going to have to head it away from the kids there. Now that only works if we score. Wilson's throw, Adamarco. Harry Wilson swishes the play to Cameron Dunn, but it allows Warner to get in on the action, and he's brought it back for Southwell. Warner looks for Dill. He's had a very quiet game. Dill off the heel of Adam Miles, still looking for a route through. Miles has done brilliantly, and Steer smacks it against Harry Wilson. It cannons into the centre circle. Steer. Armstrong passing to the invisible man there. Goal kick. Kick from Moore, straight to the feet of Chris Okoye. And Okoye blocked off from the area by a combination of Leo Wood and Dan Cassidy, enough for the ball to roll harmlessly back into the hands of Dan Moore. Well, neither keeper has had a save to make so far. Cameron Dunn with the only effort on target this afternoon, and it flew into the back of the net. Well, I don't think any goalkeeper was saving that one. Miles, skied by Henry Johnson, and as you can hear, that footed onto the roof. Halloween's not until the end of the month, but a few jump scares in the crowd. Wilson has ball in hand. 15 yards into enemy territory. Chest controlled by Wood. Benson getting involved, but United playing their way out of a crowd. Here's Benji Adamarco. Steadies himself, but not with the usual accuracy you expect from Adamarco. Someone dousing his boots in clover, perhaps. Walton's delivery from the back. Okoye's header, look for Dill. Swept to Wilson by Miles. Harkin, the only man up for Coventry United, is going to put Geeky under pressure, but Geeky gets there first. Wilson heads back to Dan Moore. It's been a pretty satisfying afternoon for him so far. We asked him if he was confident of the clean sheet before the game. He said yes, as he always is. Cassidy, high on down the right. And United have the throw in front of the Taylor Group stand. Cushioned out by the defender at the back, Blair Bryant. Sawyer. Leo Wood on loan from Redditch. Ellis dispossessed by Stocks in the midfield. Will Stocks. Through to Okoye, slide by Sawyer, does nothing to stop Okoye. Now Steer, free-flowing move for Southwell City. Racing down the right-hand side, Henry Johnson. Can they restore parity? It's in towards Dill, diving header by Sam Ellis. Musa tries to finish the danger. And Wilson, so Ellis should say, with the clearance. Volleyed back by Geeky. So Walton has to clear quickly with Harkin looking interested. And Adamarco, who got the last touch. United throw in, the last touch going through the legs of Henry Johnson. Wilson's throw. Adamarco shields and controls. Down line to Adam Miles. Wilson. Cassidy, through the centre circle he goes. Now Cassidy gets a move on. Cameron Dunn, the difference between the two sides at the moment. Harry Sawyer twists and turns away from Chris Okoye. Long cross by Cassidy, looking for Leo Wood with the defender. Stands firm and boots it away. Throw in deep into United turf. 1-2 between Miles and Moore. And here is Adam Miles. Patient build-up play from the Red and Greens. They have the advantage by 1-0. We're in the last 5 minutes of the first half. We'll be going off air at half time for a quick break, so get yourself a glass of something cold or a mug of something hot and get back here for 4 o'clock for the second half stream. Cassidy. His midfield lacking at the moment. Not able to present the opportunity they would have liked. Sliding by Cassidy. It was chunky but fair. Harry Sawyer wants options to present themselves. Finds Leo Wood. And takes a tumble. Hand in the back from Ethan Armstrong. United free kick. about 15 yards into enemy lines.
Joey, get it out now. No, Joey, don't. Joey! Joey, don't. Joey? Oh my God. No, Joey, don't.
Musa. And done. Great stride, done! And the first save of the game from Walton. It's come 3 minutes before the break. Game void of real opportunity except for the goal. Sawyer looks for a route in. Bryant does the necessaries. And it's a throw in, 15 yards into Southwell territory. Coventry would love the luxury of a 2-0 lead at half time. Sawyer. Sam Ellis, acres of space for Wilson. His namesake Lewis Wilson set to make his debut from the bench this afternoon after signing midweek. I can look for Adam Marco. The defender does just enough. Armstrong with the clearance. And at the back, Adam Miles will sweep it back to the goalkeeper. Will he? No, he turns to the spot and finds Harry Wilson. Across to Cassidy. This is good controlled defending from Coventry United. Miles. To Sam Ellis. Adamarco. Hasn't got the room to manoeuvre, but Wilson with a deft flick towards Ryan Harkin. Woods up there with him. Great work from Harkin. There was a lunge in from behind by Armstrong. Referee says he got enough of the ball for his liking. The ball done left designed for Okoye is picked up by Harry Sawyer at right back. Wood caught out by the through ball by Adamarco. Makes the block on the clearance by Blair Bryant. It's back with Walton. And Dan Cassidy dragging Dill down by his shirt. I'm surprised not to hear the whistle blow there, but the referee again keeps his arms by his side. Okoye racing down the left to latch onto this through ball. Adam Miles steams in from behind. Corner it will be. Great recovery from Smiler. Corner for Southwell. Can they get something from up rather than that by Miles? Stocks couldn't send it goal bound. And now Adamarco trying to round the defender. Slide in by Henry Johnson. And he gets the throw in. Does he? No. The referee overturns the decision. The lineswoman flagging for the throw in to Southwell. But the main official has given it to the Red and Greens, who had a much clearer view. Wilson taps it past Benison, and now Ryan Harkin finds himself as a winger here. Down the left he goes, cutting in. Ryan Harkin for his 10th goal of the season. Dunn shoved up the ball, and Leo Wood trying to set up Sam Ellis, but it rolls beyond the attacking midfielder. Sawyer collects for the Red and Greens. And Ellis with a chance from Warner takes his eye off the ball, and Ellis runs it into touch. Musa, strong shove from behind. Here's Leo Wood. Shoulder to shoulder with Isaac Winter. Warner, I should say. Done. And the cross brought down safely by Walton. And we are now into added time. The referee giving the countdown, 8 seconds to get it away for the goalkeeper, and the referee brings the first half to a close. Only 1 minute of added time. Hasn't been the spectacle we had hoped so far, with very limited opportunities, but Cameron Dunn with United's one of only 2 shots on goal so far, sending it right into the top corner to give the Southern League side the lead at half-time in the battle between Division 1 and Premier Division South. It's 1-0 to Coventry United at half-time. Of course, if it is all level at full time, we will go straight to penalties. Hopefully, the drama of spot kicks will not be needed, as the referee is back in position, and Southwell will be kicking off from right to left. And a bit of a jump start there for Chris Akoy. He's halfway into Coventry United territory as he finally hears the whistle go. We're underway for the final 45 minutes. Harry Wilson thumps it up from United defence. Now Cameron Dunn. Early marker from Isaac Warner, the referee, allows play on as Dunn gets back in his feet out on this near side. Ethan Armstrong doing the necessaries. And a throw-in level with the penalty area. Back to Sawyer, who took the United throw. Delivery by Cassidy, looking for Sam Ellis. Ellis brings it down, and Warner smacks it against Ellis for the Southwell throw on the left wing. Great result for Coventry City in the English Football League Championship, 5-0 at Sheffield Wednesday, sending the Sky Blues for now to the top of the championship table. Well done to Frank Lampard and his men. Throwing down the left-hand side. Flicked out by Dan Cassidy. Akoy takes the ball with him, but I think they're going to be asked to take the throw a little further down line. Indeed they are, and Warner with ball in hand. Akoy flicks up, and we're going to get it back here. Chris Akoy through the United back line. Chris Akoy gets a strike away, but a deflection from Harry Wilson takes the spin off the ball. And the kick from Moore directly to his opposite shot. Awkward bounce for Akoy allows his opposite. Awkward bounce for Akoy allows his opposite number 7, Cameron Dunn, to marshal in. Looks for Leo Wood, bouncing through the defence. Hooked out on this near side by Bryant, the captain. Coventry United throwing halfway into Southwell turf. Sawyer. Second United start since returning to the club from Racing Club Warwick. Miles, now Wilson. Pirouette by Wilson and a meaty slide in by Caden Benison. Referee says it's fair game. Steer. Wow, it's not the boys intended to play, I'm sure, directly between Dill and Ben. Moore. Onto the head. Harkin to keep it in. Cameron Dunn, does he fancy a second? Well, he went for it, but this time Top Bins was not the final destination. Walking away. Ball lands at the feet of Harry Sawyer. Great knock on. Covered up by Akoy. Needs support behind in Gift Musa. Harry Sawyer. Now Cassidy. It's across to Adam Miles. Masquerade Centre flicks off the boot. The Southwell midfielder, but Sam Ellis drives on for the red and greens. Dunn, whose goal was separating the two sides as we speak. Ellis twisting and turning. Through ball for Harry Sawyer, looking for a purple shirt in the area, but cleared on this near side by Joe Geeky. And we may need another match ball. throw from Sawyer to Gift Musa. Back to Sawyer. And for the right opportunity to the cross, here's Cameron Dunn. Warner able to sneak in, but can only play it out for a throw, level with the area. And the throw from Sawyer. It's over the head of Gift Musa, and Stock should deal with it. Dill. Flicked onto Okoye. Covered up by Adam Miles, sends that one skyward, whizzing past the CUTV camera. Warner. Down with the target, but Sawyer gets enough on it. Dunn. Cameron Dunn's outstretched leg caught by Isaac Warner, closing in. And United had the free kick to the right-hand side of their half of the field, midway in. Gives the ball to Harry Sawyer with the back heel. Sawyer whizzes over the head of Leo Wood. Did Warner get a touch? No, he didn't. It's a throw-in right next to the corner flag, and United sending their subs for a warm-up. Charlie Faulkner, Riley DeVoyle, Chris Cox, Charlie Shaw, and Lewis Wilson on the bench for the Red and Greens. The throw from Warner, intended for Dill, in and out. And United feel it should be a throw into them, but the linesman saying that the ball never entered play. It's the second time that's happened from Isaac Warner, playing a very fine line. The second throw from Warner, that one's definitely in. And that one's definitely a throw to Coventry United. Dill leading into the chest. The rain could well be on the way again. Storm Amy doing her work. Cassidy to Moore. Dunmore looks for Adamarco. Headed on by Adamarco. Harkin gives chase. Walton backtracks. It's behind the defender. And Leo Wood hacked down from behind. Penalty! The clearest cut free kick. The clearest cut penalty you'll see all season. Leo Wood in prime position to send it home for United's second. The Southwell defence, one way or another, refused to allow it. And Cameron Dunn straight away went to the ball. He wants this. Never want to shy away from responsibility. Cameron Dunn for his second of the afternoon, and a 2-0 lead for the Red and Greens. And surely at this stage 1 foot in the second round. Dunn delivers. Sends Walton the wrong way. And Cameron Dunn at the double. Dunn sends the ball strolling into the opposite corner. The perfect, precise penalty for Cameron Dunn. And Coventry United with the luxury of a 2-0 lead in the early stages of the second half. Southwell with some serious work to do now. Here's Gift Musa on the fringe of his own penalty area. Sawyer clears. Hut. To Cameron Dunn. Dunn curls it left, looking for Adamarco. Headed away by Johnson. Steer. Johnson again. Now Armstrong. Caden Benison behind to Henry Johnson. Caden Benison. Here's Steer. Just slide it in. Did Miles get a touch? No, he didn't. Harms the out for the goal kick. And this much changed Coventry United team at the moment in control at the Centenary Sports Ground. I suppose remarking that Coventry United looked a great team in the opening 45 minutes. Moore keeps keep his clean sheet intact so far. Flicked on by Wood, and a little lean into the back of Warner, enough for the referee to give the free kick against Cameron Dunn, just when the move looked promising. And the opening change of the game coming as Ollie Barrow replaces Caden Bennison on the right wing. And another change as Will Stocks is replaced by Ethan Widowson. So Stocks off, as well as Bennison, Widowson and Barrow drafted in response to United. United, but Harkin wants that match ball. If you're tuning into a non-league game for the first time, these match balls don't grow on trees, so the players don't get to bring the ball home. But even right in saying that teams only get 12 a season, and they go pretty quickly, especially in training. Cameron Dunn towards Harkin! Heads it back to Dunn. Looks for Ellis, intercepted by Okoye. Chris Okoye, and now the chase is on for Southwell City. Widowson looking for a route through, but a combination of Ellis and Dunn bring it back to United, but Ollie Barrow now in on the action. Armstrong. And a chance to race down the right for Henry Johnson. Steer. Returns to Johnson. Johnson's delivery towards Dill. Dill brings it back to goal. Sawyer looking to evade catcher, and Harry Sawyer has done so well. Dribbling his way out of several challenges. Harkin taken out from behind by Bryant, the captain. Referee waves play on. Wilson, there seems to be an extra air of intensity from Southwell when it comes to nothing. Cassidy heads back to Moore with the ball intended for Aiel Dill. Moore's kick, headed on by Bryant. Wilson's header. Adams down the left-hand side for Gift Musa, the United legend. Returning to the starting lineup, looking to make a difference. Ryan Harkin steadies himself and sends it behind for the goal kick. Bolton gets us underway again. Miles Dill all over him. A little whack in the back there from Aiel Dill on Adam Miles. Interesting rivalry developing there. Warner's header. Picked up by Dunn. Harkin and Wood in support. Wood lays off. Cameron Dunn, and quick to it was Bryant at centre back. And now Dill at the other end. The wrong side of the United defenders. Everyone tracking back. Dill's path covered off. Okoye. And deflected for the through ball to Aiel Dill. Moore tried to scramble across to prevent the corner, but was a yard behind it. A corner it will be on the left-hand side, and Southwell trying to pick themselves up after a disappointing start to the second half. Near post, clipped away by Ellis, back in by Warner, nodded across by Wilson, and Steer. Sea of bodies in the way. Wood looks to head on. Benjiana Marco. There was a shield the ball from Geeky. Ellis found by Harry Sawyer. Wood taps on looking for Sawyer and shoved off the ball by Isaac Warner. United free kick. A couple of yards into enemy territory. Wood who earned the penalty, and as United have the free kick, it's time for an introduction. Lewis Wilson on a dual registration from Rugby Borough replaces Leo Wood. Wood's work is done after earning that second half penalty. Ladies and gentlemen, introducing your new forward, Lewis Wilson.
Well, I found a snack that tastes exactly like Reese's Pieces, but it wasn't.
Sawyer with a jittering run up. Towards Harkin, couldn't get a strong enough header on it. Oh, and smacked the defender in the face with the ball. Caught flush in the face. I believe it was Joe Geeky. And the referee just wants to make sure that Geeky is okay. No sort of protection there for the Bramley centre-back. Harkin tried to prevent the goal kick. He has got the corner. So he may have taken a chunk out of Geeky's face, but he did the job. Done. Hooked away at the near post by Warner. Sawyer. Return to sender is done on side. Yes, he is. Taking on Warner. Low one into the area. Benji Adamarco takes a touch. Too many men on him. And Widowson sets up Okoye for the run. Here goes Chris Okoye. Moose's back to cover. And the free ball through. The chance for Ollie Barrow across the dill. And Dan Moore on the slide. He was heading in the wrong direction, but able to pivot on the ground and smother the ball. Wilson's clearance. Wilson to Wilson there. Lewis Wilson couldn't quite control. Scrambling the midfield for the ball. Ellis with the interception. And as far as Geeky, who has in fact been recovered from that blast to the head. Barrow. Brought down by the head of Steer. Now Johnson. We're going to beat Harry Wilson for pace. Nudges Harry Wilson aside and gets the throw in level with the United area. Good move on show from Southwell City. Well, the Pee Wee hooligans are back. And I think we're going to get a drum solo again. The throw in towards Barrow. Miles' header. Okoye trying to get some room to strike, and Harry Sawyer covers him off well. Sam Ellis in a congested midfield. He's gone down holding his ankle after a blow from, I think it was Josh Steer who was getting in on the action. And Lucy Stead, the head of fitness and physio, is going to be called on to assist the United number 8. A reminder of the substitutes remaining: Charlie Faulkner, Riley DeVoyle, Chris Cox and Charlie Shaw. Plenty of centre mid options in there. United wants to give Ellis and Musa a good run out in this League Cup fixture, the second round of the Sports Ground Development United Counties League Cup. At the moment is going to feature Coventry United. First team coach Gary Hardick going to have a quick chat with one of his substitutes. It's Charlie Shaw, it appears. So Ellis can't continue. Shaw will be the man to come on. Ronnie DeVoyle also in on the conversation. Both central midfielders. DeVoyle hasn't played as much football as he would have liked this season. Holiday in Dubai, taking him out of the team before the trip to Ayleston. 20 gone in the second half, and Sam Ellis will be able to continue. Throw from Harry Wilson to Benji Adamarco. Plenty of white and black shirts in there covering his path behind to Harry Wilson. Miles, the wind starts to pick up again. Beautiful crossfield ball to find Lewis Wilson wants strike partner for Ivan Toney. The slide in takes Harry Sawyer out, and the ball. Coventry United, Okoye. In the corner from Sawyer. Harkin's there, and it's brought down by Walton. Harkin challenged from behind, taking his eyes off the prize. Whoa. Kaya has space, tried the little cushion off the heel, but it flicks it out on this near side. Here comes Cameron Dunn from the throw from Harry Sawyer. He's got 3 white and black shirts on and beats all of them. Anamarco. Here's Gif Musa. Holds firm against Steer. Sawyer, little deflection off Okoye, and Okoye is able to bring the ball back for the Bramleys. Josh Steer across to Henry Johnson. This makeshift Southwell team are far from being outclassed, but the class was lacking from that delivery from Johnson. Goal kick. Dan Moore away. Wilson. Hand on to Harkin with the defender getting to the ball behind him. Musa. Bryant, poor control and a lunge in on Harkin. The ball caught between Ryan Harkin and Blair Bryant. Bryant had the ball between his legs, and the referee has blown for the free kick to Coventry United. But the afters from Ryan Harkin, it was not exactly enthusiastic in Bryant's tactics. Yellow card for the red and green striker. Blair Bryant is not going to receive similar punishment. No, he's not. Armstrong, lofted ball. Armstrong, lofted ball. And Ollie Barrow couldn't find his intended target in Dill. Another Southwell change in the offing. Miles punts it away from United danger. Lewis Wilson closing in on the goalkeeper, but easy pickings in the end for Walton. Ellis for the red and greens. Harkin is offside. He just made Riley DeVoyle and Charlie Shaw both primed to make their introductions shortly. They're looking interested on the bench. Charlie Faulkner too, and there is going to be a substitution as Riley DeVoyle is going to come on after this free kick, which Walton will take. Coventry looking to add a little bit of extra insurance, this 2-0 lead. And head on towards Dill. Crucial header cleared by Sawyer. Flicked away by Dunn over the head. Tuamazi. Wilson drags it out for the throw. And United change in the offing. Well, first it will be Southwell with a change, and it's the end of the afternoon for Evan Armstrong, and coming on in his place, Rio Crew. So that's the last of the outfield changes for the Branleys. And United, I think, are going to hold fire on this change for now. Changes have been made for the home side. They look to pry control this game back from the Pro Division South team. Sawyer through the legs of Tomasi, looking for Lewis Wilson to his new strike partner in Ryan Harkin, right side of the area. Covered up by Armstrong. Now for Lewis Wilson. Ran themselves pretty much into the ground recently. Faulkner, usually attacking midfielder, has Bolton. That's 7 yards into enemy territory. Takes the free kick. And it comes to nothing. Crew. And ball far too central for the run of Ollie Barrow. Ball. Tomasi couldn't get his head in it, neither could Ellis. Short to Lewis Wilson. Sawyer takes over down the right-hand side. Sawyer towards Devoyle. Devoyle couldn't make contact right in front of goal. Cleared as far as Gift Musa in midfield. Across to Benji Adamarco for the Red and Greens. Covered up by Steer. Adamarco steadies himself for the cross. Adamarco, no one home to provide the final touch goal kick for the home side, Southwell City. Walton with the kick, rolls up onto the chest. Barrow caught from behind. He was firing it upfield here. Battery came from by Geeky, up by the head of Musa. Sawyer, offside flag raised against Chris Okoye, and the referee notices the flag raised on the far side. Time is catching up with the Bramleys. Moore. Here's kick straight back to Walton. Excuse me. Walt flies out to the left. And the crispest volley you'll see this afternoon from one of the Southwell supporters. Get his name, he'll be playing next week. Sawyer looks for options, and here is Harry Sawyer's throw. Tomasi heads it onto the head of his left winger in Okoye. Okoye sends it over the United back line, and Dan Moore having to scramble back into his own area. Miles nearly taking the ball away from the goalkeeper. And Southwell, particularly even Widowson, imploring the referee to give a free kick for handball. Shaw, as the rain starts to pound down once more. Ellis looked for Sawyer, cut out by Okoye. Ellis trying to prize it back, but Okoye stands up to the challenge, but he's surrounded by white and purple shirts. Eventually a hand on the shoulder takes him down. Ellis. Wilson looked to return to Sam Ellis, but it's now back with Walton. Trumasi, the substitute left back for Widowson. Hands all over him from the United defenders, and ironic cheers from the soggy South. And United are getting Charlie Faulkner ready for the final innings. And Bryant, in fact no, it's going to be Joe Geeky to take the free kick. And Geeky going for glory. Will take a little bit more than that to catch out Dan Moore. And on the other end, Adamarco looking to judge the bounce. Over the keeper, but wide. And United's fourth change of the afternoon will see Charlie Faulkner introduced. And Sam Ellis is the man sacrificed. Oh, we started in the wet, we're going to end in the wet. Wilson holds up play from Walton's kick. Benji Adamarco. It's over to Voyle. Cushioned down with the head of Faulkner. Shaw asking for handballs. It's chested away by Mackenzie Tomasi. Referee says nothing doing. Flicked on towards Okoye from Widowson. If they can get one back, they can make it a nervy finish. And chested to the path of Widowson. Brilliant parry. Dan Moore keeps United's clean sheet intact. Corner for Southwell City. Time running out. Just over 5 minutes of normal time to go. Sent in. More tries to clear. Taken out by Gift Musa, of all people. Back into the area by Bryant. And it's a goal kick to the Red and Greens. United in no mood to rush. Cameron Dunstable setting United up for a second round tie if they can hold on. More. It's over Wilson and over Faulkner. Throw into Southwell. Yellow card. Not entirely sure who to. I think it might be Charlie Faulkner who kicked the ball away. And the throw-in taken out of possession by Maxwell Tremusi. And straight out. That's the third time that's happened. But again, the third time, the ball didn't enter play. I think Southwell, with all due respect to them, needs to work on the throws. The throw is marshalled out by Gift Musa. United throw-in, steer, shoved over the line. Sawyer. It's a back to Faulkner. Flicked on by Charlie Faulkner. Southwell trying to get it away, but they can't clear the danger. Charlie Faulkner tries the low cross, turned away by Joe Geeky, and United have a throw-in just down line from the opposing penalty area. Lofts it into the midfield. Wilson will latch onto it, and Wilson clattered into by Johnson, and Wilson staying down. Adamarco trying to shield the ball out. It was took out himself. But the referee has now asked for some help for Harry Wilson. Replacement in Chris Cox is there if needed, but United had today to give him a proper rest after his incredible performances as of late. It's Harry Sawyer on the left, Cassidy on the right, and then Cox at centre back with Adam Miles. Wilson continues to receive treatment. A reminder, our next game coming up this time next week, away at Bugbrook St Michael's. 3 o'clock kickoff in the United Counties League Premier Division South. Wilson helped back to his feet by Lucy Stead, our head of fitness and physio. I'm sure our chairman Ray Nark happy that he's in sunnier climes at the moment. Hope you're enjoying the show, Ray. And the drop ball to the feet of Charlie Shaw. And Ryan DeVoyle hands in the back on Bryant. Free kick in the area to Southwell City, who now really are up against the clock. We're into added minutes from what I can see, as the rain gets heavier, making things even tougher for striker and defender alike. Bryant. Loft set up towards the United back line. Widdowson heads into the area. Dan Moore with a couple now, just a couple of minutes away from progression. And Wilson at the other end, trying to beat Walton to it, but Walton flying in and grasping onto the loose ball. And the referee giving Walton the count now. He's already been caught out once, so it is away. Adamarco fighting through the opposition. Shaw, Coventry given the advantage. It's a Faulkner on right wing. Faulkner in towards DeVoyle! DeVoyle with a great opportunity to add some gloss to the scoreline. Got to touch the ball, could only send it to the left. 3 added minutes confirmed. Coventry United have just got to keep their wits about them. Stay firm at the back, handball claims. Faulkner Devoyle should say, wanted to keep on going as the handball was given, but more precious seconds tick away. Harry Wilson back on the field to take the free kick just into Southwell's half. Slips and lets it go. Tumasi can only head it straight into touch for a throw-in. Not the best of defensive headers from the substitutes. Lewis Wilson. Shaw. And Lewis Wilson looking to apply it towards the penalty area, and Wilson taken out after the strike. Needy giving away a needless free kick. Right on the line. Oh, with a perfect chance to round off a pretty comfortable victory for the Red and Greens. Devoyle, Shaw and Faulkner all with an eye for this ball. It's Devoyle, it's high.
What an awful shot!
It's certainly been worse Everton this game, but it wasn't the best of strikes from Ronnie Devoyle. Walton. Johnson flew in to try and get something on the ball, but it's straight out for the throw on the halfway line to Coventry United, who look like they're having a successful afternoon in Southwell. Faulkner slides in, couldn't keep it the right side of the touchline, this near side, trying to latch onto that crossfield ball. Tumasi with the throw down line. Okoye. All the way by Sawyer. And Dill is onside. Can they put it back here? Aileel Dill to give United something to think about late on. Plenty of power behind it. But crucially for the Red and Greens, it stays at 2-0 with surely the last ever of the game.
We did not play Red and Green.
Well, the Red and Greens of Coventry United in their changed strip of white and purple. Nearly there. Bryant's header from the goal kick. Shaw looks left towards Benji Adamarco. Adamarco gets enough on it to find Ronnie Devoyle. Wilson. And now Charlie Shaw in towards Devoyle. Offside flag up. It was a neat save by Walton. Coventry United the pick of the bunch. Cameron Dunn's brace either side of half-time secure United's spot in the second round of the Sports Ground Development United Counties League Cup. Southwell with a plucky performance. The underdogs giving a good account of themselves, but United too strong for the lower league opposition. Final score at the Centenary Sports Ground. Southwell City 0, Coventry United 2. Joining us here at a rather soggy Southwell. We're back on Saturday, next Saturday that is, to strictly know who the Red and Greens get in the second round. Highlights will be available this hopefully tonight, maybe tomorrow morning on the Coventry United TV YouTube channel. But until then, keep up to date on all of our socials. Liam Cook signing off from the Centenary Sports Ground. Final score, Southwell City 0, Coventry United 2.